Morning, gang. It's Thursday, the 15th of August. I was going to say December then. Why was I going to say? Maybe that's because it was so cold one night this week. Morning, gang. It's Thursday, the 15th of August, 2019. Welcome to a nice, bright, sunny day out there for today's United Kingdom talk. Now, they've changed something to do with the messaging system. I'm not quite sure what they've done, but there's something to do with relaying the messages to the other platforms. So you'll have to tell me, because I don't know if this is going to work or whatever, but I think you might be able to see the messages from people looking on other platforms. For example, if you're on Facebook, those of you on Facebook now, can you see a message from Cordy, who's watching on YouTube? And Cordy on YouTube, can you see the Facebook messages? I'm not exactly sure what they've done, to be honest. It's rather strange and mysterious, I must say. I've no idea what's going on. Anyway, the fields outside the front there, glistening golden this morning in the sunshine, which looks ever so pretty today. I've got barley in front of me at the moment growing, and it's quite high now. It actually looks like it's ready to cut down, and I've noticed there's a lot of tractors around here at the moment. I'm in Lincolnshire, surrounded by fields. A lot of tractors around cutting the fields, and they seem to go right through the night, some of them. I've come back from Cleethorpes last Thursday, which I'm there again tonight, Cleethorpes, and I've gone past these fields, and you can see these lights going up and down in the fields, and they're cutting the barley, you know, like 1 o'clock in the morning. So I don't know, maybe they go right the way through the night. Farmers, I think, have an incredibly hard job, don't they? When you think about it, I don't know how it works. I suppose there's not an awful lot to do in the middle of winter, but certainly around now they've got cutting down all these fields and things, and you get these bales of hay, but they're not all the same. They're not all the same. There are some square bales of hay, kind of square and long, probably more rectangular than square, and then there's some like round ones, like cylindrical, like that, which are kind of dotted in a certain pattern on the fields. They're not just randomly chucked down. They do appear to be sort of the same distance apart one way and the other. And then there are also the cylindrical things that are covered in black plastic. Now I know the ones that are covered in the black plastic, and they're just left in the field. The ones covered in the black plastic are supposed to make the whatever's inside ferment for some reason. Perhaps they're going to make beer with it or something like that. I'm not quite sure how it works, but they're very busy at the moment. And I suppose shortly, I don't know when, they'll be coming straight past my caravan here in one of those tractors, digging up all the fields and getting ready for the next load of planting, wouldn't it be, really? I spotted Justin Bieber on it. Anyone on Justin Bieber's Instanet account? He was on there this morning. He's doing preaching. Seriously, like a church. Like a church, except he was surrounded by young people standing on some sort of podium outside somewhere, and he was saying, right, I just want to tell you, this isn't a show, this isn't a performance or anything else, this is an old-fashioned prayer meeting. And he was like a cross between, like, I suppose, a priest, a Catholic priest, and you know that bloke, I don't know what, he was some sort of part of the Christian religion, the one who did the speech or the sermon at Harry and Meghan's Harry and Meghan's wedding. Do you remember that one? The one who was shouting and flapping his arms around all over the place. I thought it was brilliant. The faces on some of the congregation was hilarious. He was great. I loved him. I mean, I would like him to visit our local Catholic church in Wokingham, I think, and do a couple of sermons there. That might make people pay attention. You know, I mean, our priest isn't too bad, but sometimes, you know, if you get someone from outside and they come in, you think, oh, come on, how much longer is this going on? Do you know what I mean? No, he was really good. Actually, Justin Bieber was very good. And, of course, he has the crowd with him already, and they're all listening and saying, yeah, thank you, yeah, and all that business. Anyone seen that on Instagram? Justin Bieber's religious sermon. Very interesting. All right, let's say hello to some of you today. We've got the raffle tickets. If you want raffle tickets for Monday's raffle, That's coming up in the show today. We've got a few little stories and bits and pieces, and of course, your delightful messages. Good morning to Chris Manzar. Good morning, young Chris. Nice to have you with us today. By the way, those of you that sent emails in for your raffles, those of you that are watching a recorded show, the recorded show after the live show, don't worry, got all those. You should have had a number back by reply. If not, let us know. Don't forget the raffle is open to everyone, whether you watch the show live or watch a recording. All I ask is that you don't ask for more than one ticket per show. If you do and I catch you, you take all the tickets out of yours, and you get banned from more raffles. It has to be fair to everyone, all right? So that's coming up again. I've also managed to get this on here now. Look, I've done one. See? Done it now. There we are. So if you're not watching the show live, if you're watching a recording of the show and you want a raffle ticket, just email me at the address just below there and say, can I have a raffle ticket? And I'll send you an email back with the number of the raffle ticket on there. I can't really enter into communication like that because I'll just be there forever, spending my entire life replying to emails. All right. Something came through the post this week. Oh, I can't wait to tell you about that. That's coming up as well. All in today's show, coming to you in full colour over the 4G network on a brand new router, which seemed to hold up yesterday, all right. Fingers crossed. We might, not 100% sure, we might have solved the problem with that, okay? By the kind help of Mike Rees-Ponto, who did a little bit of digging for us. Morning to Rachel Wetland. Rachel Wheatland. I'll get it right someday, Rachel. You may, Rachel, if you ever bump into me, you have a permission to tap me on the head as punishment for getting your name wrong. All right, it's not exactly a foreign name, is it? You know, Wheatland. Talking about wheat, barley. Can I call you Rachel Barleyland? That might be easier for me to remember. Hello to Michael Lawrence. Good morning, Michael. Jonathan Edmondson. A very good morning to you, Jonathan. Mike Rees-Ponto. There he is. Good morning, Mike. Shania is in the house. Oh, poor Shania. Oh, my heart goes out for her. They were having some sort of outdoor event. What do they call it? You know, like a procession. What do you call it now? I can't remember what you call them now. When you do some sort of outdoor event and there's people like walking through the streets and that sort of thing, you know, that thing. And they'd been, unfortunately, they'd been rained off yesterday. Oh, what a shame. All that work. You know, because these outdoor events, there's a lot of planning goes involved in outdoor events. You know, probably a year. I think it's the Ventnors. Hang on, let me have a look at it up. I'll have a look at her profile and I'll tell you about it. That's the best thing to do, isn't it? We sit here guessing words all the time. It's not procession. That's not the word, is it? One moment, please. Connecting. One moment, please. There we are. Shania. Yes, Shania. The outdoor... the Ventnor Carnival. Thank you very much. The Ventnor Carnival. That was supposed to be last night. But it's enormously sad that they had to cancel it. All that work, preparation, or had to cancel it all due to the weather yesterday, which was awful. I mean, it was awful. So my heart really goes out to you, Shania, for that yesterday. I know the rain you mean because it came down after I got to the swimming pool yesterday. I had my swim and it was very dark. This was like 11 o'clock in the morning. The clouds were over. I thought it's going to pour down with rain. Anyway, I came out of the swimming pool, got back into the car. And it had been raining already because it was all wet around everywhere, which was a shame really because I wanted to go to B&Q and get some bags of earth. But if you've ever been to B&Q, you know they store the bags of earth outside. So if it gets wet, all these bags are wet and dirty, and you pick one up and it goes all over your clothes. And I thought, oh, I'm not going to bother because I've got a plant outside. I bought this giant hibiscus. Beautiful, massive flowers on it, like the size of one of my hands or bigger. Massive flowers on this hibiscus. And it's kind of half planted at the moment. I haven't been able to completely plant it because the... oh, hang on a minute. What's going on with that picture? Why didn't someone tell me there's something wrong with a picture there? Has that been like that since we started here? Sort that out. There we go. Sorry. Or did that just happen? Sorry about that. The picture suddenly dropped down a bit. It's awful when you drop down like that. Have you dropped down like that before? I was like peering up, you know, like those little cartoon characters where they got someone peering over the top there. That sort of thing, yeah. Yes, and you just get so dirty and wet when you pick up those polythene bags of earth. So I didn't bother stopping there. Anyway, on the way home, and as I got back to the back to our Lincolnshire television studio complex, otherwise known as the caravan, as I got back here, it really opened up the heavens. It was like someone had turned a tap on. It was absolutely pouring down, and the journey from my car to getting in the caravan is about no more than 10 seconds. The majority of the time is spent putting the key in the door, trying to find the O and turning the damn thing, right? And in that 10 seconds, I got absolutely soaked. So I know the rain that you had yesterday, Shania, and I do hope that you're able to do something. Perhaps you'll do it at another time or something like that. But all that work, my heart goes out to you there. Good morning to Cordy there on the YouTube. Morning to Ray Reynolds. A very good morning to young Ray Reynolds, who's providing badges at the moment for me. Here today we have an old BBC One colour clock. Isn't that fantastic? Ray brought me in 4 lovely little badges, and I thought I would wear them for you, boys and girls. I love them. I love them. Thanks ever so much, Ray. Do you know, I must give you something in return, Ray. Come along Monday. You'll be there Monday, won't you? I'll bring you something on Monday, all right? Hello, Paul and Lou. Good morning, Paul and Lou. Adam the plumber there. Morning, Adam. Tommy can only see the usual Facebook messages. Okay. Mike can't see Cordy. Rachel can't see anyone. Rachel's on. Yeah, that's the other thing. We kind of have 2 streams going out on the Facebook now. One on the profile page, which Tommy was having trouble seeing yesterday for some reason, and one on the Facebook United Kingdom Talk page. The trouble is, if you're on one, you can't see the messages on the other. It's just, I don't know how it all works, really. It's a very straight... If I don't know, let me tell you, Ray Reynolds won't know either, because we're useless with the technology. Absolutely useless, aren't we, my love? Thank you, Rachel, for having a look there. Cordy can see the messages. Well. So Cordy can see the Facebook messages. Claire, good morning, Claire. She's on YouTube. She can see the Facebook messages. Paul and Lou can see all the Facebook comments. But the Facebook people can't see the YouTube comments. Well, they've still got to work on that. Not only that, I've got a little number thing in front of me, which tells me how many people are watching across all platforms at the same time. Well, unless we're doing really badly today, that's not working either, because it says 2. I think there's a few... I think there's a few more of you than 2, so I'll have to... Actually, the time to report a fault is when you're actually doing a show. So if you don't mind, I'll just message them now, and perhaps they'll be able to do something about it. Because we do like all things to be working, don't we? Yeah, that's just not showing up at all. Right. Let's just do this. Let's just email them. There we are. Send that. Off you go. And that'll do there. Right, we have to resend that, do we? How does that work now? I get a little bit fed up having to deal with these technical things. I really do. I mean, this is just a minor thing, I suppose, you know, but it's something that should be working, shouldn't it? You know? Right, let's just... let's kind of done a search on that. Oh, I don't know. Is it new conversation, maybe? New conversation? Let's try that. Sending. Good. Yeah, so someone will look at that at some point. They're very good, actually, the streaming service. Thank you. Mike says, a UFO is possibly landing in the field. Oh, that would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Oh, just imagine one day I might come back from being out somewhere. I might be sitting in a caravan about 11 o'clock at night. Suddenly, these bright lights come and a UFO lands in the middle of the field. You know, and Gemma Collins would walk out. Don't be silly. A UFA wouldn't be able to take off with Gemma Collins on it, would they? I think you're the only viewer on the United Kingdom Talk page, Rachel. It's a shame. But don't worry, I can see your messages, darling. All right. Tommy says, please do not say Justin Bieber and a Catholic priest in the same sentence. I don't know if you've got the Instagram, Tommy. Look for Justin Bieber and then you'll see him doing his preaching. It's bizarre. Actually, it's a bit odd, really. John, 90s boy bands on morning TV. 9/11, Damage. Damage. They were a boy... Yeah, that name rings a bell. I don't think they had much going on, though, did they? They didn't have much out. Damage. 5, of course. A1, I remember A1 doing a retro tour. They must need the money. Oh, now the bloke wants a screenshot of the issue. Oh, Christ. Oh, dear. Oh, it's... Oh, Christ. Hang on a minute. Sorry, gang. I hate to do this while I'm talking to you, but there's not a lot I can do about it. Right. Screenshot. He wants a blooming screenshot now, doesn't he? I'll have to wait until some more messages come through now, I think, and we'll see how we go on there. Angela Walters. Good morning, Angela. She's in Melbourne, Australia. I haven't seen you for a while there. Hope you're well, my dear. Paula Lou says, look, we might get some cricket today at Lord's. It was a washout yesterday. It was dreadful. That rain was absolutely dreadful yesterday. But whether or not you get cricket, I shan't be watching. One of the most boring games ever invented in the history of everything, I think, really. Thank you. Ian Days, good morning to you, Ian. Claire was supposed to be going to see the beautiful gardens at Limens in Sussex. Is it Limens in Sussex? But it poured nearly all day. I haven't heard of that one, Limens in Sussex. Right, hang on a minute. Let's just do this screen grab for this bloke. Print screen, isn't it? There we are. Print screen. Okay. And how do I do that then? How do I paste that back to him? Or is that possible? How do you do the... I don't know how this works. Is that it there? Ah, God. Oh, there it is. It's a little thing in the corner, isn't it? Nope, lost that now. Oh, dear me. Nope, can't find that. That don't look right. Sorry, there's no other way to do this other than do it while you're there, so to speak. Here we go. Let's see if I can paste that there. Paste, does that work? Oh, paste. Oh, it might work. There we go. There we go. Done it. Done it. Post. So I'll have to keep an eye on him while I'm chatting away to you, my darlings. All right. Bottom left corner, the I symbol says 2. It's not reading the Facebook numbers. I am facebook.com/Chris Reardon UK. Oh yeah, done. Okay. Let's have a look. Just Facebook. Yeah, Michael can't see them either. Oh well, it's just how it is. Don't worry about it. We'll soon sort it out at some point. Morning to Adrian Richardson. Good morning to you, sir. Chris can see 12 people. Yes, it's not showing up at all. It just says 2 at the bottom, so I don't know what it's reading. That's completely wrong. And I know there's some more of you on YouTube as well. It doesn't matter, but it should be working down the bottom there. Take a camera around with you so we can follow a day in the life of Chris. I think that would be very boring, Rachel, to be honest. You know, I come here and tell you what's going on in my life. You don't want a camera on all day. I did threaten once to put a camera on of me sleeping. And just leave it on all night. See how many viewers. They'll probably get more viewers than the morning show does, to be honest. Hello to Ellie. Good morning, Ellie. Weird City Citizen in the house. Good morning, Jerry Cashwell Smith. Jade from Damage is Emma Bunton's other half. Oh, is he? I can't remember the band Damage. Are they in their sort of 30s or 40s now, I would remember. Do we actually have a boy band at the moment? I don't think there is one, is there? I don't think there is one. The last one I seem to remember, the last boy band old Simon Cow's lot were put, Ratchet. Ratchet or something, and they kind of danced like they all had rickets. Do you know who was that band? They won the X Factor. Now that's about 2 or 3 years ago now. I think they had one song out, and then that was it. They disappeared. It didn't happen, did it? What was their name? Is it Retro? Ricky, something like that. I can't remember. Someone will know. Let us know. Baby Spice, I've met them both at a birthday party. Oh, how unexciting to meet the Spice Girls. I'm sorry. I find that very unexciting. Barry Manilow, yes. Shirley Bassey, yes. The Spice Girls are kind of not doing it for me at all, really. I didn't really enjoy the Spice Girls that much. Cordy, have you seen the Jade Goody documentary? No, I haven't. There's a lot of people talking about that on the telly at the moment, but I can't comment because I didn't watch it. I've no interest in her either, really. Jade Goody, she died some years ago now, didn't she? After some thing on Big Brother, if I remember rightly, some racist thing on Big Brother, which was probably, to be fair to her. Well, I know nothing about her. I wasn't a fan. I didn't really follow her or anything like that. But I know there was something in the paper about this whole Jade Goody, and she was racist on the telly. And I remember seeing a clip of not her, but her mother. I think her mother got pulled into it as well. And they said she was racist. And one of the clips shown was her mother saying, and I quote, "that Indian woman." Right, rather than mentioning her name, because she was talking about a lady of Indian appearance, I suppose you would say, and she said, "Oh, the Indian. Why don't you talk to the Indian woman?" It was nothing nasty, something like that. Well, that was picked up by the media as a racist comment. I mean, I don't get it. How is that a racist comment? You know, oh, why don't you have a word with the Indian woman? I don't know, and probably I would imagine, as usual, the papers blew it out of all proportion. I would imagine. Oh, Maureen's just texted in. Good morning, Maureen. Maureen watched Maureen watched Dragon's Den. I like the new Deborah, and also Peter is good at good and the new lady. So Maureen, I think Maureen sent that yesterday afternoon. I think you might have sent that. Did you send that message yesterday afternoon, Maureen? About 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You must have been watching a recording. Maureen watches live and recording at different times, I think. So, no, I didn't see the Jade Goody thing at all there. Ellie's going to her younger sister's funeral on Friday. Oh, she's called Eileen, only 55, died at 11 o'clock on Monday of pneumonia. Strange, my late mum's birthday, as I told you about, Chris Reardon. Yeah, sorry about that, Ellie. Sorry about that. Terrible, my darling. Just awful. Claire, what's happened to the organ playing in the studio? Hope I didn't miss it. No, it hasn't happened yet, Claire. I'm afraid it hasn't happened yet. I've still got to find some way of finding a bit of space in here for it. Either that or set up another camera by the organ, one of the two. Raksu, thank you, John. Raksu was that little boysy band, and they all danced with rickets. Perhaps they all had rickets, I don't know. But it's one of those things, okay? All right. Just a second. The bloke's asking me to do something again on the chat thing here. Can you click on that and do another screenshot? Yes, I'm sure I can. A lady of the Asian persuasion. Is that what she said? Is that what she said? Okay. Right, let's just do another screenshot for this bloke here, so he knows what he's doing. There we are. They're very good, actually. This. Oh, where's my conversation? There it is. There's the conversation. There it is there. That's that bit there. Because they like to be very helpful. The streaming service I use is called Restream. And you have a problem. I've got to be honest. Whenever you ask them, they're straight back to you. They're very, very good service. Yeah, I've done that. Thank you, Mike. Ray Reynolds. Tom sent a lovely picture of himself on Radio Caroline. That's right, in his 20s. They were 52 years old yesterday. All of the pirates except Caroline pirate radio ships years ago. A lot of you won't know about those. It's a bit old school, really, like myself and Ray Reynolds. Okay. Tommy said she's so funny and her language has me in fits of laughter. Is that Jade's mum or Jade herself? You know. But people are always looking for faults all the time, aren't they? As you well know, constantly looking for faults in other people. Gets on my nerves. Well, Last night we were supposed to go to Skegness actually with my niece and her children, but it was so wet that we decided not to go. Or, well, my sister decided not to go and didn't tell me. Don't you hate that when something's supposed to happen and no one tells you? So I turned up at my sister's all ready to go to Skegness. Oh, and there's all this food laid out everywhere. I said, what's all this for? Oh, we're not going to Skegness because it's so wet. And I said, well, you didn't tell me, did you? I've just got here expecting to go to Skegness. And no, it's cancelled. It's outrageous. So my sister did some dinner, which was very nice. A little vegetarian quiche thing. There was two actually, two of them. One was all right, and the other one wasn't keen on the other one, so I left it, and some chips and baked beans. So that was nice. And I just sat there and played with the children. George and Emily, who wanted once again to watch farting. Children seem to be obsessed by farting videos at the moment. There's a lot of them. There's this bloke who goes in, I think he goes into Walmart in America, and he farts in front of people all the time and films it. And they find it hilarious. That and dropping videos, where these three Australian blokes, they climb up like tall structures, very tall structures. I wouldn't want to go up there. I'm not funny. I'm not good with heights. Are you? I don't like heights at all. No, thank you very much. No heights. So if they climb up this with stuff, one of the items was a fridge freezer. There's three of them carrying this fridge freezer up this very narrow thing, and then they literally drop it off the top of it and see what happens. Mad. Weird City, there we are. Jack Vale with his pewter machine. That's it, Jack Vale. That's the one. That's the one, Jack Vale and his pewter machine. Restream IO channel. Let's have a look. One moment. Let's just have a look. Sorry, I'm just still talking to this bloke at the help desk thing, whatever it is. Facebook 12. Let's just give him a thing of that. Print screen there. That's that done. No, they are different. It says Facebook 12. That seems to be working okay on there. There we are. Sorry, just replying to him there. Ellie says she was a determined lady, my sister Eileen. She had more lives than her cats. She loved everyone everywhere, God bless. She helped out anyone no matter who they were. She judged no one. Yeah, I wish I could judge no one, Ellie. Sometimes I'm sitting, in particular in the caravan, if I'm on my own. And I like to sit here and I do think a lot. I don't... Since I got the new job in Cleethorpes, which I'm enjoying, I can't tell you, I do enjoy it. But I find myself with less time now, and I'm kind of struggling for time up here, which is the same as I was downstairs. You've got to be there, this, that, and the other. And but on the times I do sit on my own, I think to myself, I wish I didn't. Me and my mate do it. Me and my mate are terrible like that. We sit there and judge people. We sit there and judge, and I do it. I look at the telly and I judge people, and I don't know what makes me do it. I wish I didn't judge people all the time. Yeah, it's not for me to judge anyone at all. I don't know if it's a human thing or what. You know? I really don't. Do you find yourself judging people and not happy with yourself for judging them? I do. I'm a bit of a self... I don't know about you. It may not come across as that, but I'm a little bit of a self-hater. I hate many things about myself. This is probably not good at all, is it? When you think about it. One of those things that I'm sure Ellie's lovely sister was a wonderful person. It looks like it from there. What hymns have you got? Is it a religious service that you're having on Friday? Are there hymns? This is tomorrow. I'm assuming this is tomorrow, is it? Or is this a Friday in the future? Yeah, what hymns have you got? Just as a matter of interest. Oh, you know I like hymns and music and all that. Claire would like to know as well, wouldn't you, Claire? I know she would. Adrian says, I get a funny look in the hospital waiting room. Well, I can understand that with your face like as it is, Adrian, to be honest. All right. Now, talking of faces, right, we're going to do the raffle tickets after this, so get ready for a raffle ticket. Hang on, I just want to fill out one for Maureen. Maureen, that's for yesterday's show, isn't it? So if you want one for today's show as well, Maureen, then send us a text like you did yesterday, darling. I don't know what time you sent that text, but it didn't come through to me until 2 o'clock in the afternoon, according to the time thing on there. All right, so Maureen, your ticket for yesterday was number 90. Okay, that's your ticket for yesterday. So get ready. Oh, there's the pens. I've been looking for those all morning. They're in the ticket bowl. They're in the ticket bowl. Ellie says that my sister and I used to get drunk years ago and talk about annoying people. John tries not to judge people. I know I'm not, but I'm certainly not perfect. Oh, tell me. But I do. I'm a bit of a self-loather. I do. I hate many, many things about myself. I didn't used to. I do now. Perhaps, again, that's something that comes with age. Or maybe there's something wrong in my head. I don't know. I'm off to see my doctor. I go and see a doctor twice a year. And it's next week, actually, is the August visit. So I'm going to see him. Maybe I'll ask him, perhaps you'd like to have a look at my head. I mean, you don't know. There might be something wrong going on, do you? All right. Michael Pullman sent me an email for tickets yesterday. Did you receive it? Yes. And I replied to you. Didn't you get the reply? Didn't you get the reply? Let me have a look. Sent via Google. I've got a sent emails thing there. Have you checked your reply thing? I hope I haven't been put into your bin. I should be very disappointed. Here, sent. Where's sent? Wokingham. Where's Michael now? Michael Pullman. No, you're not there. You're not there. Let's see if your email is there. Michael Pullman. No email from you yesterday, Michael. I don't have an email from you yesterday, Michael, so I don't know where that's gone. Very strange and mysterious. Presumably you sent it on an email, did you, my love? Did you send it on an email or did you send it some other way? It must come as an email, otherwise it's not going to get found. If you just put it as a comment, as an answer, after the show is finished, because once I've finished a show, I don't go back to it. You know what? When it comes to end of show, that's it. As far as I'm concerned, that's done now. I don't go back to the messages that come up. I know some people that put comments after the show is finished or they're watching the recording and put shows. But I'll be honest with you, I don't. Once it's gone, it's gone. You carry on putting on as many messages as you want because other people will read them anyway. All right, my loves. But I don't refer back to them. Otherwise, we'd never move on. Chris Andrews, good morning to you. Morning to you. And Rachel says, stay happy, keep smiling. We do our best. Now, we often talk about on this programme about people that have had stuff done to their face. Not Jade Goody, sorry, she's gone, isn't she? Katie Price. Katie Price constantly having stuff done to her breasts or her arse or her face. And some of the papers today or yesterday, I think it was, have got her saying that she regrets having her last facelift because she's in a lot of pain. Now, she's not the only one. When you turn on the television, in particular American programs, not so much here, American news programs, you will see how many people have had their faces done, and it's this is the thing. It's so obvious someone's had something done to their faces, and I've yet to come across one that I think is good. Whether it be the lips or the eyebrows or the stretch face, they look bloody awful. They spend thousands of people, pounds, dollars, whatever, Australian, trying to look better. It doesn't work, dear. Much better to look old and decrepit like me. It really is. It just doesn't work. Well, this lady here in the metro this morning has taken it one stage further. Weird it isn't. Talking about the women with massive fish lips. Yeah, Michael, there's definitely no email there from you, mate. Definitely nothing there from you yesterday. Just try one now, would you, Michael? Just try and send me one now and I'll see if it picks up, okay? Let's have a look here. So, the woman's lady, okay, the lady's name, the woman's lady, the lady's name is called Tiamat Legion Medusa. I mean, already you get an inkling in your mind what's happened here, don't you? Just with the name. She's obviously changed her name. Tiamat, Legion Medusa, has spent at least £61,000 on cosmetic surgery. So that's about $80,000. She spent it on cosmetic surgery and body modification. But we're not talking about your average obsession with boob jobs or tummy tucks. Tiamat has spent her money on castration, ear removal and tongue splitting, all to become a genderless reptile. There are still many procedures to go, as Tiamat plans to have a willy removal. Oh dear, the pain! A willy removal along with further tattoos. They hope to show a positive representation of people who have undergone body modification surgery. And it quotes, "People think that modified people, especially those who go to great extremes to look like something in a science fiction film, which this woman does, are losers and as dumb as dirt," says Tiamat. "In my past life as a man, I was a banking vice president at one of the nation's largest financial institutions." I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to tweet this. I'm going to tweet the picture. See if you can have a look at it. Let me just do that now. My Twitter is twitter.com/ChrisReardonUK. Bear in mind, I do swear on that. I do swear a bit on that, okay? If I see some stupid post from someone, sometimes usually I'll ignore it. I thought, oh, that's just ridiculous, and I'll go back to them and make comments. Okay, so be warned, I do swear on that, but it's not like a video, it's like typing. So I've just posted that on my Twitter, twitter.com/ChrisReardonUK, and you can see a picture of this woman who looks just like a lizard. It is the weirdest thing. She says, "I want people to know that modified people are just as intelligent, kind, loving, and as good as everyone else." Oh, I have no doubt in my mind about that. You know, you obviously have a brain there. You know, with the person, and we often remember that the person is not how they look; it's their brain. That is your conscience, your brain, isn't it? And without getting into it, you know, we all wonder. Okay, our bodies don't continue forever and ever, but do our consciences, or are they part of the brain which itself just disintegrates into the earth, you know, after X number of years? Some people quicker than others, unfortunately. She says, "Just because I had my ears removed doesn't mean my brain just rolled out and I'm a blithering idiot." Born Richard Hernandez, Tiamat had a tough upbringing. When I was 5 years old, I was being physically and verbally abused by my stepfather. I was eventually abandoned by my parents in the middle of the woods. Oh, what a terrible childhood. Deep in the heart of South Texas, where western diamondback rattlesnakes abound. It was then, when my human parents shoved me out of the car to leave me there like unwanted trash, that I adopted the venomous rattlers as my parents. They left me and two of my other 3 siblings close enough to the family farm so that my maternal grandparents would find us. My grandfather sadly would continue to abuse me verbally, emotionally and physically, all because my grandfather hated my father, and since I was named after my father and spitting image of him. And that goes on about the abuse thing, which I'll be honest, I'm not really that interested in here, but she looks really weird. She had her first body modification in 1997 with a pair of 330 pounds horns. So she had horns put in first. Right, what else has she had done? I'll just describe the picture. I think it's better than reading the bloody story. The trouble is with these stories, they bulk it out with stuff that you're not really interested in. Yeah, I know it's very sad she had the abuse and this, that and the other, but I'm not really interested in that. She then started modifying her body as I felt I was in a race against time. I was the 5th person in the world to get horns on their cranium, And at the time, the modern-day body modification movement was just in its inception. I mean, I think I've seen a few people walking around, but it tends to be piercings. Have you seen that? You know, like hundreds of piercings in their lips or ears or around their face and all this business. It's very odd. Tiamat evolved into a woman because she was first a man till she had the willy cut off, then a human dragon, and Caroline goes by the name of Dragon Lady, and she looks like a dragon. She absolutely does. The transformation has involved 18 horn implants, the removal of both ears, a partial nose removal and reshaping inspired by Voldemort, the removal of 32 teeth, the sharpening of 6 teeth to points, staining the whites of the eyes green and splitting Tiamat's tongue into a forked shape. She's also had 9 chin scarifications, 5 lines branded into the wrist and chest, and 9 piercings, including a Prince Albert. Ooh, ooh, pain! Reactions to her appearance have been mixed. I bet they are. I bet they are. On the street, everywhere I go, I'm met with smiles and people wanting to take a photo with me. Well, of course, I get that all the time as well, you know. If I'm in the supermarket or something. Oh, is that you? Chris Reed? Oh, can I have my photograph? Of course you can, dear. Of course you can. £5, please. A tiny percentage of people are afraid because they think I'm the devil. Then there are others who have verbally assaulted me and even spat at me, which is that's totally unnecessary, isn't it? Just because someone looks a bit different don't mean you go and spit at them. Awful people. They gaze at me with wonderment in their eyes. So there we are. And a very odd-looking lady. I must admit, I'd probably be a little bit frightened if I ever came across her in the world. You know. Now, Michael Pullman, did you send an email? It's not come through to me. Let's have a look. Let me refresh the page. No email from you, Michael Pullman, if you sent me one, as tried. Okay? No one there. Right, let's read some of your messages, and then we're going to do the raffle tickets for today. Oh, gosh. Tommy did receive his ticket number back. Yeah, I got your email ticket. I got your email. I replied to that as well. I thought I'd got one from Michael, but I can't see. Number one, I can't see the original email. And number two, I can't see anything in my sent objects. Actually, Michael, I could just go for the raffle tickets quickly, couldn't I? Because you're going to be, what are we on today? Number 90. So 89 was Matt Martin's, 88, Mari, 87, because I haven't shuffled them up yet. Oh, hang on. What's this, Michael Pullman? You got 84 yesterday. Is that yours from 84, Michael Pullman? Look. Oh, you can't. Oh, it's a bit bright, isn't it? You can't see that, can you? 84. You're 84 from yesterday. It's written on the back. I must have. So the email must have got to me. I don't know why it's not in the sent items. So you did get one yesterday, 84. Don't forget, Michael, you get another one today, so hang around, okay? Right. Have you seen Simon Cowell? He looks like a hamster now. Yes, I have, Adrian. I have seen Simon Cowell. He looks very strange. Listen, boys and girls, don't waste your money, unless you want to look like something completely different. Don't waste your money on trying to improve your face, because it doesn't. Honestly, it doesn't. It looks awful. John says Madonna looks awful now. She's 61 tomorrow. Kylie is beautiful. I don't really look at these stars at all, really. They don't interest me for some reason. Ray Ellie. Oh, you're talking to, let me see. I think you're talking to Rachel there, aren't you? You're talking to Rachel. Okay. Ellie says I've broken loads of mirrors of myself. Hello to Dave M in Watford. Good morning, David Morgan. Morning to you. We so enjoyed your karaoke show on Monday. Thank you, David. It's all about having a little bit of a laugh, isn't it? Your humour is great, brings a lot of happiness. That's what I like to do, bring happiness to people. I'm on this planet to try and bring a little bit of that happiness to to an ever-decreasing amount of people. Never mind, eh? Do feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. We're trying to get to 1,000 on there. Once I get to 1,000, I might get a bit of money. My brother-in-law, funnily enough, he was working it out yesterday. He understands these things. I don't really understand much about YouTube, to be honest. And I'd be completely lost without his help, to be fair. And we were going through this. He said, well, if you've got 1,000 subscribers, let's just say, he's typing in numbers and things like that. He said, well, you could be earning $5 a month. What's enough for a few bags of crisps, isn't it? $5 a month. So we are trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers on there so I can get me $5 a month. So if you please would subscribe, it's youtube.com/Chris Reardon UK and your friends as well. All right, David? Thank you very much. All right, Devil Woman, that's the one, Weird City. Devil Woman's. Weird City says our brains are shaped by our physicality. I don't know about that. I mean, look at that brilliant scientist. What was his name? You know, the one in the wheelchair. He died last year, didn't he? That one. And he couldn't talk. He had that voice box. Oh, brilliant scientist. I mean, imagine having a mind like that. Perhaps people who are disabled in some way, seriously disabled, you know, have by default got bigger and better brains than the rest of us. I don't know. You know, that might be the case, mightn't it? Might be the case. Michael Palman says body modification. See the document. Oh, YouTube body modification. Is there a YouTube version of that as well? Okay. Ellie says Rachel's ex shaved his moustache off to look more like Elvis Presley. My ex-wife was a massive fan of Elvis Presley. Oh, she had his music on, used to drive me mad. He's all right, Elvis Presley. I quite like this stuff. All right. John doesn't like the facial piercings and throat tattoos. Thank you. David, your thoughts just now. A consciousness is what reality is. So the brain and physical matter is a 3D illusion, says David. You have a soul that exists in all dimensions. I like to think so. I like to think my parents' souls are out there somewhere. You know, we mentioned a few weeks ago, it's funny, you know, if you've lost a parent or I have to say even worse than that, perhaps a child or a sibling or something like that. If you've lost someone, you know, we all like to think that when we talk, we do talk to them, don't we? I do it all the time. You know, oh, hello, Mum, you know, all right, Mum, maybe you can watch this show. I hope you enjoy what I do, right? So we want them to hear that. But we don't want to let them hear or see other things that we might be doing. I wonder if there's some sort of thing that stops certain things being seen, but they can see other things. I don't know how it works. We don't know how it works until we're gone, do we? We don't know how it works. Michael's found the email. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you. Right, we're going to have to scroll down a little bit there, otherwise we're never going to get to the raffle there. Adam, I'm glad you never had anything done to your face quick because it's just perfect the way it is. Adam, I know that, lovey. Thank you for commenting, though. It's a perfect face. I've got a perfect face. Dennis Waterman's teeth frightened me. So did Leslie Ash's lips. Oh, they were terrible, Leslie Ash's lips, weren't they? Dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Thank you, John, for informing us all what these things are. Stephen Hawkins. Thank you, John. What a brilliant man he was. Stephen Hawkins. Brilliant man, but completely, totally and utterly disabled from everything except his brilliant brain. That's a loss to the world he was. That was a loss to the world when he died. Okay, all right. John talks to his mum all the time. That's nice, isn't it? What do you mean the perfect face for radio? How rude are you this morning? It's outrageous. Right, it's raffle ticket time, boys and girls. For the next 10 minutes, you can ask for a raffle ticket. If you're watching a recording of the show, send me an email to that address there, and I'll happily send you a raffle ticket number back by reply. Please make sure you look for it clearly, because Michael Pullman got a reply and didn't see it, because he's not watching properly, are you, Michael? So the raffle tickets this morning, here we go. Adrian Richardson, right. You get number 91 this morning. Adrian Richardson, there she is. Oh, Maureen texting just at the right moment there, Maureen. Maureen, this morning you get number 92. Don't forget, you got one earlier, Maureen. I don't know if you've only just joined us, Maureen, but we got a text in from you, which looks like from yesterday's show, but it's only arrived this morning to me, okay? So you've got a ticket for that as well. So hang on a minute, what did I give you earlier? Earlier I gave you number 90, okay? That's for yesterday's show. You've now got number 92 as well, okay? Maureen, number 92. Ticket number 92 for Maureen. Oh gosh, there we are. Adrian, done Adrian. Thank you, Diane Jeb, number 93. Diane Jeb gets number 93. Diane Jeb. Michael Lawrence, number 94. Number 94. Adam the Plumber, number 95. Number 95. So fold that over like that. Hang on a minute, just a minute, just a minute. Someone said I should do a spreadsheet of numbers. It'll be a lot easier, but I won't, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Oh, Adam the Plumber. Mike Rees-Ponto. Good morning, Mike. Mike Rees-Ponto, you're number 96 this morning, Mike. Number 97. Michael Pullman. Didn't I just do you one? Have I not done one? Oh, I was talking to you earlier, wasn't I? Hang on, what's that there? Michael Pullman. What's that? No, that was earlier, wasn't it? No, Michael Pullman. This morning your ticket is number 97. Michael Pullman. You're 97 this morning, years old. All right, Michael Pullman. Weird City. You get a ticket every day, Weird City. Weird City. Get a ticket every day, mate. Okay. Only one a day, though. Number 98 for Weird City. Ray Reynolds. Number 99 for Ray Reynolds. Who's getting the number 100 today? Ray Reynolds, number 99. There we are. Number 100 goes to Ellie. Hello, Ellie. Yep, I wouldn't have seen that, Ellie. Yeah, don't ask for a ticket until I say ask for tickets now, because I won't see it, or I'll forget. There's too much to remember otherwise. Ellie, you get number 100. Number 100 for Ellie. There we are. Hello to Joanna. Joanna, number 100. Oh, this is the first ticket you've got, isn't it, Joanna? You get a ticket every day, Joanna, all right? Don't ask for two, otherwise you get barred. Joanna, there we are. Joanna, you're number 101. 101 for you. There you go. All right, Ben Parker. Good morning, Ben. Number 102. Ben Parker in the house today. We're in the house today. Number 103 for Tommy Flynn. Tommy Flynn. Tommy Flynn. We need to sort out the oratory, Tommy. I need to go somewhere where there's lots of really good singing at Mass. 103. Would you want a Latin Mass or an English one? Which one do you want, Tom? John says that you're only allowed one ticket a week. No, one ticket a show, John. One ticket per show. But, you can't go back on a show now. You can't go sort of say, oh, I didn't get one yesterday. Too late, that's gone now. You can get a ticket for a show right up to when the next show starts. Okay? Just to warn you. All right? So you can get one a day, darling. All right? Glenda. Good morning, Glenda. Glenda S. Glenda S. Your ticket this morning, number 105, Glenda. Okay, 105. Don't forget the big raffle is on Monday mornings. Monday morning is when we do the weekly raffle. Okay, Ellie's very pleased she's got to 100. Is that it for you this morning for the live people? I think that's it for the live people this morning. Anyone else want a ticket quickly now? Don't be caught trying to ask for 2 tickets because you'll come out of it. This is for the wonderful fridge magnet and, if you want one as well, a signed autographed photo of little me. Just imagine me. You could take that, do what you like with that photo. You probably want to put it under your little pillow. Suppose if you're lonely and depressed and sad like myself, put it under your pillow and imagine me sleeping next to you. Or you could put it just sort of up, next to. So if you accidentally wake up, there I am, laying next to you on the pillow, keeping you company. That's a lovely thought, isn't it? That's a lovely thought, isn't it? I think it is. I've surrounded my bedroom with pictures of me. I really have. Years ago, someone said, how do you find the perfect person to sleep with? And I'm like, well, I have. Have you really, Chris? And I'm like, yes. Well, who is that? It's someone who likes everything that I like. someone who smells everything that I like about smelling, someone that looks as I want them to look. And they're like, who is that? I said, it's myself. You know, I can't find anyone better to sleep with than myself. How fantastic. Rachel's put my photo on her fridge. There you go. Let that be a lesson, Rachel. If you eat too much, this is what you look like. All right, we're done with the tickets. There you go. All right, we're done with the tickets. Right. That's it for raffle tickets this morning. Now, if you want a raffle ticket now, or you're watching a recording of the show, you can do it by email. Just email chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk and ask for a raffle ticket like that. All right, chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Elliot, I'm putting your photo above my bed. It's got a headboard, same as 50 Shades of Grey. I didn't watch that, 50 Shades of Grey. I were talking about it for ages, that programme, weren't they? All right. Let's do this story. How are we doing on time? Oh, gosh, is it 10 o'clock already? It goes so quick when I'm talking to you. I'd love to sit here and do a 2-hour show, but, you know, I haven't got the time to do that, unfortunately. In the Sun this morning. Now, what do you think about this? You may have seen this. She was apparently one of the Apprentice stars. Now, I quite like The Apprentice. What I don't like on The Apprentice is the contestants. They are so self-centered, it's unbelievable. You know, I am the best in here and I will step on anyone to get what I want. See, I don't like that attitude. I think it's a dreadful attitude to take to any aspect of life whatsoever. I think they're dreadful, those contestants. There's nothing nice about any of them. And it's the same. It's got worse as the series of, what are we into? Series number 12 now, I think. I really, really like, what's his name? You know, with a beard. Can't think of his name now. Not Richard Branson, is it? Not Piers Morgan. You know, the other one. I think he's brilliant. I think he's absolutely brilliant. Anyway, this Apprentice star, Louisa Zisman, has shamed a job's worth, so she calls them, a job's worth easyJet air hostess, who claims threatening to fine a family £100 after their 2-year-old child stood on a seat. But I you know, just the headline, you think, oh, that's fair enough. No, it's not. It's not fair enough. The mum of 3, I mean, if a child got up on a seat, right, on a plane, on a bus or anything else, and the mother says, get down off that seat, and has made some attempt to get the child down or drag them down off the seat, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Get down. No, I'm not. Get down off the seat. No, drag them down off the bloody seat then. You are the parent, are you not? Well, the mum of 3 slammed the woman as an idiot on a power trip. This is the lady on who's, you know, the stewardess. The idiot on a power trip after filming the incident unfold on board a flight from Nice to London Gatwick. Now, this is on easyJet. So presumably this woman, Louisa Zisman, this is the woman who's making the complaint, hasn't done too well since she left The Apprentice. If she's on an easyJet plane, is she? And there's a picture of her, you know, the usual picture, looking all horrified with about 3 inches of makeup, you know, her eyebrows practically plucked into oblivion. You know the sort. This woman, Louisa, who's 32, said there was no seatbelt sign on when the woman approached the family. Doesn't matter, a child standing on a seat with a dirty little shoes all over the seat for the next one. I don't have a problem with children screaming and shouting. That's what they do. But, you know, if one is misbehaving and you are the parent, you need to take them to hand. Absolutely. In the video clip, because she's uploaded a video clip, the stewardess is heard saying angrily, "You are his parent. I need to make sure he is safe. You need to make sure he is safe. I need to make sure I am safe. He needs to stand on the floor, not his seat." It's a safety issue. But whether it's a safety issue or not, you see, you're in charge of that child. The child is not in charge of itself. He or she doesn't know. They don't know. They have to be nurtured. Louisa claims the woman who said the family should have to fork out £100 for the seat in question to be cleaned. Sharing the video, oh, they all do this, don't they? They're all out there, video enter. Oh, let's get a few more viewers. sharing the video with her 500,000 Instagram followers. She wrote, "Here is the easyJet Jobsworth woman, such bad form." No, dear, you are the bad form, not the woman on easyJet. Not the woman on easyJet. You are the bad form. For the record, the seatbelt sign was not on. This family were not English and their English was limited, it says there. What? For the record, the seatbelt sign was not on. This family were not English and the English was limited. Well, you must have been English if you was on blooming Apprentice, wasn't it? She added it was totally out of order. The little boy was about 2 and standing on the seat backwards to see his family in the road behind. He wasn't crying or making any noise or fuss. Poor little mite and poor parents. Oh, this is someone else who's made a comment, is it? I suppose. An easyJet spokesman says the air hostess was concerned for the child's safety and it was not the airline's policy to charge customers for cleaning. Louisa said the incident took place on July the 31st after the plane had been delayed by 45 minutes, which is just... I hate plane delays. I've been delayed for hours. Have you? Oh, I hate flying. I absolutely hate it, whether it's in business class or economy or premium economy. I've never done first class. Never been upgraded. My mate gets upgraded all the time to first class. Never happened to me. Not once. How do you get that? She told the Sun online she was already being a Jobsworth. We were on the runway a bit. Anyone on the phone would be met by the authorities or would get a £250 fine. Well, yes. If it says turn the phone off, turn the bloody phone off, dear. That is for your own safety. There are rules. She's coming across as one of these people. Oh, I'll do what I want. No. The woman says she was being antsy, stropping around the cabin. She seemed to be home on that family. The little boy had socks on. He was literally not bothering anyone. You can't stand on an aircraft seat. You mustn't. Not good. She added she'd shared the video, I bet she has, after telling her story on the Loose Lips podcast. What is that, Loose Lips podcast? I mean, how many listeners has that got? Anyone heard of it? I haven't. She received lots of messages from other people asking her to post it. And easyJet Birdman says, it's clear from the video the crew member is concerned for the safety of the child. So requested that they either stand on the floor or sit on the seat. We won't charge customers for cleaning, which I understand that, yeah. But still, you know, it's just ridiculous. Just absolutely ridiculous that this child, that the woman thinks that it's perfectly acceptable for a child to stand on the seat, whether he's got his shoes on, his socks on, bare feet. No, not acceptable, not acceptable. So there we are. Let's just scroll back a bit there. Rachel, there we are. Putting a photo of a... Oh, Paul and Lou haven't got their ticket. Just a minute. Did I miss that one? And I'll read your messages and then we'll do today's birthdays, all right? Paul and Lou, 106. I think it's... Hang on, let me just check that. Yep, 106 for Paul and Lou. Did I not go right down the list here? There's some more there. Here we are. Paul and Lou. James Gressrold. Morning, James. 107 for you. I must have missed these. James Gresswold. If you find you've missed it, then just email, okay? Chris@UnitedKingdomTalk.co.uk. There you are. 112. Oh, I've pulled the wrong one out. What have I done there? 112 I've given you. Where's that come from then? 110. There's a page missing here. Oh, hang on a minute. What's this here? Oh. There's a page missing. Paul and Lou. No. Oh, I see what I've done. I've started the next page. Paul and Lou is 111. James Gressrold is 112. I've pulled some other blooming tickets out now accidentally. Is there anyone else? I hope so. Morning to Lunar. Morning, Lunar. Ellie says, my chihuahua. Pip and Ted says, hi, Rachel and Chris. They're allowed in my big bed. Nothing wrong with that. Morning to Roy's the boy. Good morning, Roy. He was doing a live stream yesterday, according to my brother-in-law yesterday. Adam, I think you should do a day in the life of Chris Reardon and have the camera on all day while you go around and do things. You could do it on a time lapse on the phone so we can watch the whole day in 5 minutes. You've got nothing to do with your life, have you, Adam? Rather than watch what I'm getting up to. You want to go out there, dear. Do something yourself, my love. Other than working. He works hard, he does. He does work hard. Rachel says kids will be kids, yes. Oh, yes, absolutely. But if you're a parent, you've got to control them like that. Got to control them. Alan Russell. Morning, Alan. We go back to the other tickets there. 107 for Alan Russell. Any other raffle tickets? Nice and quickly. Tell me. We'll just finish these off now because we've kind of got the book back out then. Roy the boy, you get 108. This is for the fridge magnet. Oh, Christ, I pulled out another one now. Oh, it's all going wrong. Roy's the boy. You get 108. See what's happened here? I've opened 2 blooming pages and I've torn the ones underneath, so we're going backwards and forwards. You see what I've done there? I've done 2 there. Is there someone who wants 113? I do hope so. Roy the boy, done yours. Didn't I give you another ticket, John Aitken? Are you sure? Because if I check now and you're lying, I'll be very upset. One moment, please. I'm going to check. I'm going to check, John. Don't make me take out all your tickets. John Aitken. Oh, who got 106? I've got one in here. Is that one I tore out there accidentally? Did someone get 106? Don't know why that's in there. There we are. Who got 106? Okay, John Aitken. No, okay, fair enough, John. You get 113. Don't worry about the numbers jumping around. That's okay. They're all going in. John Aitken, 113 for John Aitken. Okay, John Aitken. Trevor Campbell. Okay, 109 for Trevor. 109. Trevor Campbell. I was saying to my brother-in-law, I'll have to do a meat raffle where we give away a leg of lamb or something like that. Or a carrot for our vegetarian friends like me. Trevor Campbell, 109. Did someone get 106 or not? I can't remember now. Good morning from Pete in the USA. They're watching. He's watching on the Facebook. On Vaughan Live. Good morning to you. Yes, you can see the bot telling you all the messages that are coming through on Facebook. It's clever, isn't it, Roy? I use Restream. I don't think you use that, do you? Restream. There we are. Is that everyone's got a ticket now? I think that's everyone now. Okay. Did someone get 106 or have I accidentally torn that off? Can someone tell me if they got 106? I don't know why I've got this here, 106. Wasn't Maureen, was it by any chance? I can't remember now. Very difficult. Oh, Chris Manzar. Chris Manzar. Good morning, Chris. You can get 106. I'll give it to you because I don't think I've given it out. So Chris Manzar gets 106. Maybe you were, John. Maybe you were. I did just give you another one, didn't I, John? Did I just give you another one? It's all getting very confusing, dear. Oh, hang on. John Aitken, 113. Yeah. No. So, 106, Chris Manzar. He's just emailed in. All right, so that's done now. Morning, Tony. Anyone else want a raffle ticket? You need to email in, okay, before the start of tomorrow's show. Okay, chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Roy, no. Roy, it doesn't seem to be working the other way at the moment. YouTube people can see the Facebook messages, but Facebook people can't see the YouTube messages. It's something it's nothing to do with me. Something they're working on at the moment. All right. Okay, doke, gang. Let's do today's birthdays. Thank you, John. He's got a note of the numbers there. All right. Let's do today's birthdays. The birthdays, just in case you're wondering and didn't know, the birthdays are on Facebook. I get a birthday list on Facebook. So if you're on the Facebook and you've got your birthday set, it should come up in front of me. If you don't use Facebook to watch the show, and there's plenty of people now watching on YouTube, you need to let me know maybe a day or so before your birthday, and I'll happily read it out along with all the others. All right, my loves? So on this Thursday, the 15th of August 2019, happy birthday to Kevin Webster, who today is a young 52 years old. Good morning, Kevin. Happy birthday to you. Suzie Kruger, who runs a club called Hard On. which I've never been to that. I've always wanted to go, but I've never been brave enough. But happy birthday to you, Suzie. Happy birthday. She used to do the door at Trade as well, and she pulled me out of the queue a couple of times. Hello, Chris. Pulled me out of the queue and got me past the queue, which is a bit naughty, really, but thank you anyway. Happy birthday to Marianna Hips. Morning, Marianna. Happy birthday. Gary McFly. Good morning, Gary. Looking very butch in that striped shirt there. 31 years old today. Happy birthday, Gary. Manilo Pomponi. Good morning. 41 years old today. Sune. Good morning, Sune. I haven't seen you for some time. 26 years old today. He's been raising money for autism. And Erfan Manic. Erfan Manic today is 24 years old. So I hope you have a wonderful birthday, boys and girls. Is that playing? Oh, I've got no music. Why isn't the music playing? There we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. There you go. All right. Happy birthday, boys and girls. Well, it's Thursday night, so I'll be hosting a karaoke tonight. If you're in the northeast of the country, come along to Cleethorpes at there we are, at Silhouette's Bar. Silhouette's Bar tonight for karaoke. Starts at 9 o'clock. It's just up from the seafront, okay? Silhouette Bar, 38 Alexandra Road in Cleethorpes tonight, and indeed every Thursday night at 9 o'clock. And we go right the way through until midnight. Thanks ever so much for watching today, boys and girls. Don't forget, if you didn't get a raffle ticket, you can always email the programme right up to the start of the next programme, and then we do another load of tickets again. Chris at UnitedKingdomTalk.co.uk. Enjoy your Thursday, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye now.